Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to the Grail demo. It's an asynchronous PvP deck builder where you build a deck of cards and they play out automatically, fighting against other players, and more or less just trying to reach the end. If you've played Super Auto Pets, it's going to look very similar, at least in terms of like the structure of it. Though the deck building is completely different. Okay, pay no attention to the run that I was starting. It was not great. So start your journey with a free card outside your hero's. So I have a punch and I've got an apple, and they're not very good. I have an energy pool of 4, and every turn I gain 1 energy. The little dots at the bottom of the cards are how much energy it takes to activate them, and if you can't activate them, they go back into the pool, but they keep the energy. So do I want to go for a free card outside your hero's card pool? That could be a problem. Free enchanted common card. Let's go with an upgraded uncommon. 30 damage when you shield. Energize this. Oh, so that's pretty good. 90 health when you poison. Energize this. And 36 damage and energize 2 cheeses. Ooh. So do I want to go for a defensive build? Do I want to go for a poison build? The Mangosh, however you pronounce it, is pretty solid. Because it effectively can play itself. This one would make it so that I could go for kind of like a weird auto cheese build. I think I'm going to go for the cheese slicer, but I'm going to need some cheeses to actually make it work. Let's grab 3 of these. Toothpick, 2 bleed. If your previous card was a food card, bleed is doubled. 10 damage and energize an attack card. 6 bleed when an opponent shuffles. Play this card. Like, I kind of like the Fior. I don't hate the Toothpick. Taking any type of damage triggers bleed. Oh. Let's go for the Toothpick. Oh, I just get all of these if I want to. So let's grab the Fior. I'll skip the Caltrops. Alright, so we're going to sell Jab. This is no good. Yeah, I can sell all of them. Oh, I could have just grabbed all of them. I'm a fool. We're going to battle the Farmer. There's also the Nut Smasher, but he might just kill me. I don't think I'm strong enough for that, even though I'd very much like to. Yeah, what I really need is a bunch of cheese cards. Okay, and we get the Toothpick. Because, yeah, if Toothpick follows food, we're good. Yes, so it seems like bleed increases the amount of damage they take. Oh, but if they heal, it reduces the amount. Alright, this is not great exactly. I don't do a whole lot of damage here. Oh, that was a good hit. But they heal a lot. At least I'm not running out of energy here. And yeah, we've got fatigue, which makes it so they are going to take more damage. They could just defeat me. No, that looked pretty good to me. What I really need, though, is some cheese. Okay, found something. Guess I'll grab it. So I can buy some healing and regen cards. I can go to the smith and improve a card. Go to the blacksmith. I have 17 coins. Yeah, I don't know what the cardsmith is going to do. Well, do I want to try it? No, I'm going to go for... Yeah, perfect. So we're going to grab Pepperjack and Camembert. Oh, we also have a rainbow sticker. Card has all types. I'm going to grab that sticker. The sticker seems really interesting. Because I could put that on the carrot. But I think I'm actually going to put it on the cheese slicer. Okay, I could re-roll. What do we have? Card is randomly chosen. This card is not chosen if possible. We do have a lot of things. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna start selling some stuff. I'm gonna sell the carrot. I'm gonna sell the toothpick. Okay, so now I have some more money. Roquefort is tempting. Let's see. Worth a decent amount. I don't know if I want the ghost sticker. Got one more cheddar. Heal ×2. By the way, we have Parmesan. What does this do? So rip it up. Makes it so it only gets used once. I think we're fine. Cheddar would be interesting, but I'd have to have a lot of money to make it work. So I can buy augmented cards, I can put a sticker on a card, or I can go to the farmer's market. Sticker, I suppose. Card has no types, ripped up, or... terrible. Well, we're fighting Roman. I've got the cheese slicer. So I'm going to be energizing a lot of cheeses. I have a lot of energy here, which means I'm going to be playing all of them, which means I'm going to have a lot of health. I'm going to be burning him a little. The problem is we don't have any damage. Oh, but the Roquefort does scale the cheese slicer damage. Kind of fine. There's some... I know there's a weapon that scales damage based on how many cheeses I have, which is a consideration. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm digging the cheese build. Okay, so I can count spoils and just get some money. I can get a shield card, or I can enter the woods. I'm gonna need the money. Trait shop might be a really good idea. Shop or a side quest. I could go for a trait. When you shuffle, heal equals to 2%. Let's see. When an opponent receives damage, your attack cards gain 1. Ooh. Not amazingly good, but I think I'm going to grab it because I don't have a choice. So we have a Battle Nut Smasher or the Weaver. A lot of shields. I think I'm going to just do Nut Smasher. So the problem right now that I'm having is my deck is pretty thin. It's not great. And it takes a little bit for me to scale. But I'm hoping the fire ticking is hurting him, which is going to scale my cheese slicer. Cheese slicer is scaling. I need more good attack cards, though. Yeah, it's not the best scaling. I don't know how many more nuts he's got. Good. Decent energy. The cheese slicer hits like a truck. Okay, we're good. I need more cheeses. I need more things that autoplay cards. Ideally cheeses. Okay, cards have plus... oh, +6 healing and shield per 0 cost card you have. I'm gonna snag that. I wonder if I can sell it. Heal. Farmer's Market. Energy card. I don't need energy that much, so let's go here. So I can battle. Random food card. Strange spices. Crit chance to a random food card, though. Fight the goon? Fight the goon, hope for the best. Unfortunately, he's kind of a clunker. Because I do an okay amount of damage, but... oh, he probably has serious energy issues, though. Maybe. Oh, is he sapping my energy? Uh-oh. Well, that's not great. Yeah, so he's taking my energy away. Yeah, so because I'm not scaling, and he's just taken all of my energy off. And he's apparently able to reduce his own energy costs a ton. Well, that sucked. Well, it's okay. I've got a number of bits of health. There's no way I could have beaten that. Trait upgrade. Oh no, it just gets me a new trait. I can go to the blacksmith where I can get cards with stickers on them. Ah, blacksmith. Okay, I can buy a trait. I can upgrade a card, or I can reforge a card. Well, this has gone from positive to I'm not finding anything that gives me any kind of power. I mean, if we're lucky, this other player is in a worse state than I am. So what I need is more attack-themed cards, which means I should probably go to a food store. Main problem is econ. At least I've got, like, really good healing. And my energy is mostly good unless I run into something that completely, like, skunks me. He's got a lot of shields. Or at least that one, you know, pays for itself. Yeah, it doesn't see... Yeah, Bree. Heal for 10 and gain 1 gold. I really need something like Bree. But I haven't seen it go by. Okay, so this is not great. Nope, we got him. Perfect. It was close. That shock baton. Ouch. Okay, so bleed cards, count spoils, side quest. Upgrade a random unupgraded card. Gain 1 energy. Permanently? Problem is that doesn't really help me too much. So Pepperjack is now better. Let's see. So I can do another side quest. I can go for attack cards, or I can conjure an exact copy of a card. Let's grab second cheese slicer. Okay. Apprentice Musketeer. Let's see. So training dummy is going to be icky. Does a lot of damage. What does he have? Start of each day, upgrade another trait with lower level than it. This. Huh. I don't know. Let's give him a shot. We're kind of in dire straits anyway. He hurts, but he has very limited energy and no defense, so I might be able to burn him a lot. And since I have 2 cheese slicers that can kind of boost each other, I actually have a shot here. Because, yeah, both cheese slicers scale off of kind of each other. Yeah, he hurts, but I have so much healing that it doesn't matter. And enough scaling that it's not too bad. I definitely need a bunch of free cards, though. I like the idea of Hoarder. Okay, well, that's a decent amount of money. Vertical cut. Skip. So, trait, burn cards, wood. Random free trait, guarded. Guess I'll snag it so I can remove a card, buy a shield card. Magical activities. Unupgraded, unenchanted copy of a card in your deck, buy a trait. Get a trait slot. Probably Roquefort. Okay, when you have two cards of the same type and tier, you can merge them together into a higher tier version. Oh. Yeah, so I can just fuse them together to get an improved version of Roquefort. Sure. That actually is kind of nice. Okay, and then we have to fight against another player. Because, yeah, having the upgraded Roquefort is not a bad move. And yeah, all of my things get to do more damage. I've got more energy than I know what to do with. There we go. And yeah, scaling my cheese cards. What we really need is something that makes it so I play cards automatically, because otherwise we have to wait for each of them to play. But there are... Oh. Alright, no, there we go. Yeah, maybe I should have gone for the extra energy there. Is this a battle of the cheeses? He scales defense based on how much cheese he plays. I scale how much damage based on how many cheese I play. Well, I win. Count spoils, farmer's market, shop. I think we want to go shopping. Let's see. So what is this? Closed eye. When the card is drawn to be played, skip it and draw and play another card instead. After this card is drawn, change it to an open eye. Okay. Fencer's Hall. Give an attack card Echo. Grindstone, or prevent the card from being ripped up? No. Homing Sticker. Oh. So this has 8 bleed, play 2 cheese cards with reduced cost. Okay, tool and energy, so it doesn't count as cheese. Card is randomly chosen. Choose this card if possible. Weirdly enough, I think I'm actually... Wait. Oh, it replaces it. Do I want the free Roquefort, or do I want the free Camembert? I think I'm going to do that one. We want to be able to use Roquefort as much as we possibly can. You do one more reroll. Cheese platter. Too expensive. 20. Play a cheese card, increase with 15. Wait. I could sell something. Do I want to? No. I'm going to sell the pepper jack. What? Cost 2, though. That's tricky. Yeah, I can get rid of these. Do I want to sell the pepper jack? I might regret this. So I can upgrade something, or we can just go to the blacksmith. So I can improve a card, make it do more damage, upgrade a tool, weapon, or armor, or I can buy a trait. Improve a card. So you can add extra shield, add extra damage, or give a card 5%. Crit chance. Crit chance isn't amazing. Yeah, that's not amazingly good. I should have gone for the damage with the crit. Okay, Spice Trader. Actually should be fine. We will see. I have a decent amount of healing. But yeah, the cheese grater hopefully means that I'm going to play more of my cheeses. Which includes my cheese grater, which counts as a cheese. Did he block me from gaining shield? I have no idea. Or maybe I just didn't have enough juice for it. Okay. Wasn't able to play any cheeses, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, don't quite have enough. We have too many things, is the issue. And we need to be able to play that Camembert. I should have put the target on the Camembert. Okay, I'm in a good spot. Yeah, healing gets rid of status effects, but even then, he was hitting me with a lot. Okay. Skip and sell. So we can do energy haul. Ooh, cardsmith. Improving a card. Ooh. I wish I could see what the upgraded version of one of these are. Because upgrading the cheese grater or Camembert would actually be huge. But I want to see what this does. Oh, action or weapon. So bleed, trait shop, or go to the woods. Random nature card. Search the stone circle. Improve your cards. Give card extra healing. A little bit more. Not amazing. We're up against Schrodington. Yeah, so we definitely want to upgrade some cards. Because I think if I can get... Oh, Jesus Christ. How much... Oh, does he have the... Yeah, he's got a rabid cheese knife. So he's got a ton of cheese. That does damage based on how many cheeses he has. It doesn't scale, but it hits like a truck. Oh, he's also stealing my energy from me, which is really not great. But he only did it once? Interesting. Yeah, he can't play the rabid cheese knife. Got him. Barely. Ow. Okay. Buy augmented cards, get a bunch of money, go on a side quest. Ooh. Not spoils. Random trait, gold cards. Fully upgraded cards. Like, do I want to get rid of the cheese slicer? Not really. But grab the pepper jack. That's slightly tempting. It's really expensive. I'm just gonna sell the regular one. Turns out not as good as I was hoping it would be. Yeah, do I re-roll again? I could maybe get one more thing. So Battle of the Duelist. You know, I've tried... We might be able to fight the Duelist. He's got a gazillion traits. Not helping me. Ow. Yeah, I'm barely even touching him. The problem is the cheese graters don't scale particularly well. They're good for getting a bunch of energy. And like, I can give him a decent amount of bleed. It does not help that he's got a ton of crit. Yeah, didn't even get him close. Oof. So we can sacrifice a random card and enchant another one. Go to a shop, side quest. Random attack gains bonus. Crit. Okay, blacksmith, poison cards, blacksmith. Okay, tool, weapon, or armor costs 12. Buy a trait. Crit to all my cards. So what does upgrading this do exactly? Just increases the base damage by a bit? Ouch. The cheese platter is the better upgrade. I was really hoping I could... Oh, interesting. Failing against the NPCs isn't bad. It's failing against another player that is. Yeah, I don't have enough energy, which is not amazing. Okay, there we go. That should energize my cheeses. Auto plays them. There we go. Yeah, it's once there's like a bit of a bad pull that I can run into, but the cheese slicer does the trick. Yeah, this guy seems to kind of have the same build as me, but I don't think he has much for, like, offensive moves. He was just very much cycle the Gouda, hope for the best. Okay. Magical activities? Just gonna dupe the Camembert. Let's see. Yeah, the problem is I have, like, no money. Okay, Battle of the Duelist again. There's also Black Stripe Assassin. I don't know. Go for broke. I'm winning against players. I'm just not winning against the NPCs, who hit like a freaking truck at this point. Does not help that they have a hell of a lot of... I mean, they're just, like, wildly outclassing me. Kind of. With a lot of status effects. Is he mocking me? But getting the extra Camembert might actually be the play. Because now I'm getting much more energy per cycle of cards, because you skip a turn when you're shuffling your deck and drawing it all back. Which is actually quite helpful. Ow. Problem is, we only clear a certain amount of status effects here. Okay, bad place to be in. Because, yeah, between the poison... Nope, we got him. Oh, boy. Yeah, between the poison and the fatigue, that was looking pretty bad for me. Okay, first time your opponent reaches half health? No. So I can upgrade a card. Which is like a little tempting. Oh, I can also fuse them, can't I? Problem is I don't know what the upgraded version is. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure upgrading it doesn't do what I think it's gonna do. Yeah, because burn self. We can go to the woods and just hope for the best. Weird mushroom. Nature card. Permanently gain 2 regen. Weird mushroom. Those are terrible. Let's see. I can sell a random card, gain 20. Oof. Wizarding Tower. So, choose an enchanted card, trait, or clone a card. cheese grater? Okay. Because the cheese grater kind of pays for itself with my current setup. Because it'll just randomly pick 2 cards. Which is more likely to get Roquefort, which actually was a mistake. I really should have picked the Camembert. Oh. The cheese grater does not pull from my discard, though. Damn it. So in this case, the cheese grater is going to do nothing. Or did it? I have no idea. Yeah. I need more cheese. Is the real answer. You know, just cycling energy into all of my cards, which is not amazing. I do seem to be just absolutely ruining this guy. Which is kind of good. Did I just perfect victory with the stinky cheese man? Sick. Okay, so that gets me a cup. And another cup. What did the cup do? Demo season. It's probably this thing. So I get cosmetic. I get whatever this is. Jab. New card, alternate art. Always like Sock Pop's illustration style. So there are other playable characters, but we currently cannot play any of them. I think this is actually one of the first asynchronous PvP games I've enjoyed. Okay, let's do another one of those. This is a very swingy game. Sometimes I have a really good run, sometimes I do not. Free card outside of your hero's card pool. Free card is tempting. Free trait from any hero or monster is also really good. I like traits, we don't get many of them. First time you apply bleed, multiplied. Play a tool card, heal, or when you play an attack card, give it 1% crit chance permanently. 3 common cards? Absolutely. I mean, let's grab them all. Okay. So I have Jab, Mozzarella. I'm going to sell that. Blue Stilton is expensive. I'm going to hold Sheath purely because I might be able to put it in the number 2 spot and get it to trigger and give me some extra energy, maybe. Yeah, sadly, Sheath is kind of an albatross. What I want is a deck, potentially of a bunch of really cheap cards. Or like a high crit. Let's see. Give me anything. A really high crit build could be good. Well, at least I'm able to play that a fair bit. Kind of a scuddy run. But that's fine. Skip and sell. Get a bunch of attack cards? Yeah, I've got money. Okay. Bayonet is free. Not amazingly good. Vital Strike. And Bayonet. Do I go for the stilettos? What is this one? Always sorts at the bottom. I'm going to put Sheath on the bottom. Okay. And I could buy the stilettos. They're not the cheapest. They're not terrible, but they're not amazing. And I kind of want free. I'm going to use the bayonets. Maybe I shouldn't have. Let's go for energy cards. Grab the Fior. Let's see. Do I want to sell the blue Stilton and the mozzarella? I think so. And the jab. Doesn't give me much, though. I could go for the Parmesan. Not amazing. I also just do have the crumbs. No, I think we just wait. Okay, so this is not an amazingly good build. And yeah, I've yet to get anything that works with the bayonet. But we do have good crit. And my energy is actually quite good because of Sheath. And the Fior. Damn. Okay. This has some interesting legs, at the very least. So I think we kind of want to grab... Low energy cost cards are really tempting. But I barely have money. We go to the blacksmith. Reforge a card, buy a trait, improve. Add damage, add crit chance. I'm going to add damage to this one. Because I kind of want Vital Strike to just be extremely strong. Go on a side quest, help on a farm, gain health, get 1 energy. Do I think I can fight the Battle Weaver? I'm confident. I might pay for this. Yeah, sadly I can't do much with the bayonet, but the bayonet isn't that bad. So what I'm looking for probably is something that gives me damage scaling. Something like the Whetstone would be huge here. Get the crit. And yeah, I have gobs of energy to use. Which means I may also want to consider going for anything that gives me, anything that just uses this. Or even cycles some cards. Bonus damage and booster clothing cards. I don't have any clothing. I'll skip that. Bleed cards. Cheese grater, pierce, fletchets. Do I want to put the second priority on the bayonet? I think so. There's some options there. This is awful. Card has all types. Ooh. Okay, so I don't have to buy it. Caltrops is a weapon. It is an option. It would give me a lot of bleed. It's not affected. That sucked. I'm gonna sell the Fior. Not happy about that, but the Fior wasn't big necessary. The problem is I think I have a deck of 3 cards, which is bad. I need to go to a shop that actually gets me some things I want. But at least that hits like a freaking truck. And yeah, the more I cycle Vital Strike, the stronger it gets. White gloves would be lovely here. Would have been nice to turn that into an attack card, kind of, sort of. Well, speaking of attack cards. There is Sabotage. There's also just the Battle Axe, which is extremely expensive. Isn't a bad idea. This is really pricey. Clothing attack. Shield. Oh. 20 damage. When you shield, energize this. Not shielding much. Yeah, 12 damage attack equal to... I mean, that's good. Damage per cheese card you have, also very good, which is not what I'm looking for. Grab disarm? Sure. Okay, burn cards, spa, wizarding tower. So I can get a trait slot, don't have the money. I can improve the values on something. Or I can unupgraded, unenchanted copy of a card in my deck. I mean, a second Vital Strike isn't a bad move. So I could potentially upgrade them. But I'm kind of happy not doing so. So we don't want to do the Battle Insurgent. Or maybe... It'll remove 3 of my cards. No. Gonna remove 1, 2, 3, 4 of my cards, leaving me with 3. If I'm lucky, they leave one of my Vital Strikes and I can just wail on them. Otherwise, we have the Rabid Rat. I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, gets rid of one of my bayonets, which is fine. Okay, the bombs suck. Okay, so it gets rid of Sheath, which I kind of needed, actually. Because Sheath is, like, my way of doing damage. But then again, we got him. Perfect. Okay, battle start. I mean, I'll grab it. Go to side quest, find money. Augmented cards. $145 has plus 100 per lock sticker you have. Battle start, give a stickerless card a lock. Crit. Damn, that's an interesting one. Okay. Put that there. Bastille Prison sounds really interesting, but no thank you. Card starts in your discard. So, Poison Tip is tempting. How much is it? 8. So I'm going to need 3. I'm going to sell this bayonet. It's not that amazing. Let's grab Poison Tip. So I can upgrade a card. Let's go to the woods. Okay, there we go. Yeah, makes me discard 2. Vital Strike can't use, but Sheath is going to give me some more energy. Yeah, so the Fior is mostly good. I don't know if I like Disarm. I think I might want to get rid of it. Or merge my 2 Vital Strikes together, finally. I wonder if they'll merge their crit bonus. I would hope so. Well, at least I do a ton of damage now, so that's a good sign. Okay, so let's go in here. Let's merge these. Does not, but boost the damage at the very least. Yeah, that's a good one. So rare and super rare cards, but I have no money. Count spoils. Conjure a copy of a card with a sticker, poison card, side quest. Attack cards gain bonus damage. So let's go for the Spice Trader. The Insurgent is kind of a pain. And yeah, the discard's pretty good. Vital Strike is great and will only get better with time. Okay, that's good. Didn't have enough juice. That's the one problem with disarm. There we go. That's what I was looking for. How is he not dead yet? Can I have a turn? Thank you. Ooh, that was closer than I wanted it to be. How did I get another hit in there? I have no idea. Chili pepper, no thank you. Let's see. Energy cards. Maybe. Gain energy for each card remaining in your deck. Otherwise, we could get the jackboots. Let's see. Oh, rainbow. I'm gonna put a rainbow sticker on that one. Well, that's unfortunate. Buy food for me. Nope, go to the blacksmith. Improve a card's damage. Upgrade, remove a sticker. Add crit, add flat damage. The crit would be nice, but I kind of want to make Vital Strike just extremely high level. So let's upgrade this. That gives me a little bit more energy. Yeah, so the one problem with the remaining cards in your deck give you energy thing is it's not guaranteed to get me what I need. If I draw it first, and I was really hoping to get it so that it would be like a #1 slot. Because if I always drew it at the beginning of every draw cycle, it would be unstoppable. But yeah, right now it's actually even hampering my sheath. There we go, there's a ton of energy. But I need a shop that can actually work with it. 90% crit on that shield. That's silly. Count spoils. Go for a trait or a Trait could be good, but let's go here. Battle a duelist. Upgrade an unupgraded action or weapon card for free. All my attack cards gain +5. Sure. Battle duelist. It's the goon. I'm gonna try the battle duelist. Not an amazing position for this. Okay, that gives me energy. I think part of it for me is also just whether or not I get really lucky with... Well, that's pretty good. with Vital Strike crits. And unfortunately, he's critting me repeatedly with that damn thing. I don't crit whatsoever. Oh, it's a shame. At least that doesn't quite count as a loss. Rare shop. Oh. Rip an opponent's card, 25% chance to crit. Rebellion. Gain 3 energy, play 2 attack cards. Well, I could sell all for 1. And then disarm? In favor of rebellion. That's just as good energy. So I could blister myself, but that would suck. Let's go to the farmer's market, see what I can do. Sell food, buy recipes, skip. Gets me some money. Okay. Yeah, because we have some damage scaling. I mean, we've got a decent amount. Rebellion does get in the way of Sheath? Or no, it doesn't. Okay, good. I don't think I've seen that one crit in ages. Oh, that doesn't do me any good. Well, at least I'm good against other players. That part feels great. Okay, shield cards, count spoils, side quest. Count spoils. Sticker. Can reroll. What I'm looking for is always on top. All right, so far so good. So what is this? Card gets destroyed after played, drawn, nothing. None of those. Let's see. Go for the assassin. Sure. I mean, at this point, I think I'm going to demolish whatever player I'm up against. So, beginning of every cycle, I draw, gain energy, and play 2 attacks. So this way, we're in a very good spot. And that means Poison's tip is scaling extremely well. Energy is great. Okay. Vital Strike hits for 200. That's pretty good. Okay. Opponent suffers or shuffles. If they have poison, deal additional poison damage equal to 2 times their bleed plus fire, which is actually really good for me. So I could go to the blacksmith, improve the values of a card, upgrade a card. Oh, really? Not as good as I was hoping for. Gain 4 energy. Well, let's go for the poison tip. It didn't seem to want to let me upgrade my other move. Trade a weapon. So this is an option. I could get rid of the Fior. Because that way I would do Rebellion, which would trigger Bayonet and Vital Strike every time. Or I could go to the Fencer's Hall and potentially gain a bonus. I think I'm going to go for that. Go for the flat 5 damage. And this should be the last fight. Okay. Yeah, when an opponent shuffles, I see. If they have poison, gain poison equal to twice their bleed. Oh, God. So here's the one problem with this kind of build, or this kind of game. is that you get exactly... Ow. Oh, he just hit me with a bomb. I get exactly one fight to really enjoy this build that I've put together. And then that's it. I've won. And there's like no victory lap or anything like that. I like it. I think this is in a really good state. I think it's one of the more interesting, like, competitive auto battlers I've ever seen. Just in terms of its, like, core concept and some of the build varieties. I'm looking forward to playing the other characters. I think the one thing it suffers from is that you very much can get stuck in kind of like a shitty Doom loop with almost no way to escape, where you don't have enough money, all of your cards are crap, there's no, like, easy way around it, and you're just re-rolling over and over and over again, hoping to find something useful. I think I wish there was more ways to econ in this one, considering how important money it is. Like, you can spend multiple cycles with, like, 10 coins to your name, most of which you waste on a reroll. I'm like, sure, you could go for extra damage or something like that, but it's like, I've had a couple of runs that I'm not going to show because they were terrible, where I was just like, I had cheese graters, I had the cheese slicer, I had the cheese knife, and I had one cheese because I just could not find any other cheeses, and it was a bit of a nightmare. Anyway, I guess before I go, I might as well mention that the Grail demo is available now on Steam, so if you want to play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. I'm pretty sure those other players that I was, fighting against were real. Obviously, they can't see that I'm fighting them. It's one of those where I was probably showing up randomly and they were fighting me too. I like that. I think that's a good way of handling PvP. I always hated playing stuff like Hearthstone and whatnot, just because, there was some level of, like, BMage going on. Obviously, you can't do much in Hearthstone. It was mostly, like, players taking way too long. I remember, like, one of my first matches, I was winning and the other player was waiting, like, piecing their turns out for as long as possible, just as kind of protest, and it just felt so tacky. And so I like these PvP games that are, it is player versus player, but there's no player on the opposite side as somebody else, or it's just automated, and that just feels good to me. And I don't know, I like that trend. Not that I play many of them, because once again, still not much of a PvP person, but if I'm gonna play PvP, this is pretty much it. Anyway, so, like I said, yeah, if you want to play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. So apart from that, I guess if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know, and if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.